Hello, everybody. Welcome in to the start of a new series on this channel. Obviously, this is Super Mega Baseball 4, and if you know me, you know about the NFL league that I create. And every year, I like to keep it updated as best as possible with this game because there's only 22 roster spots, so you can't have every single player. But I do my best. I don't have the rookies yet for the upcoming draft, and I have yet to advance everybody's age a year quite yet. But besides that, I have most of the big free agent signings done, most of the big trades taken care of. So you'll see Jalen Waddle on the Broncos. We'll get into that in a little bit. You'll see DJ Moore on the Buffalo Bills. Big moves like that have happened, I have replicated in this game. And I wanted to get into a franchise mode here on the channel. So I got a lot of rosters. Yes, I want to control my favorite team, the Denver Broncos. And we're going to do 6 innings, 40 games. We're not going to be playing any of these games. We're going to be watching some and simming some, but none of these games will be played by me. We're going to do 5 games per playoff series, 16 teams in the playoffs to as closely replicate the playoffs in this game as real life NFL. So that would be 14. So there's no option for 14, unfortunately. So we'll go 16. You can see here we only have $3.4 million to play with as for surplus. So we're not going to be spending too much money in player development opportunities, at least not yet. We might make some roster moves later. Let's take a look at the team here. So we have at catcher we have Mike McGlinchey. He's 30 years old. Not very fast, but he has great power, good contact, and he's good defensively. Quinn Miners here, first base, 27 years old. He is a superstar. He's an A overall. Pretty similar to McGlinchey with the high power and great defense. 46 speed. He does have tier 2 power versus lefties and tier 2 RBI hero. Jonah Ellis is backing him up. The 22-year-old C+. He has tier 2 big hack. Good power. Decent arm, which, I mean, at first base doesn't matter too much. He's very developable. Developable. So we could use him as DH on the DH games. Second base, another superstar here, Nick Benito, 26 years old, second and third baseman. He has Ace Exterminator, and he has very good stats all around. He's going to be a star for this team. Rookie RJ Harvey, second baseman. He is a C+, good speed and sprinter with a pretty good arm. His hitting stats are, decent to start with, I guess. Hopefully we could, improve on that. Troy Franklin here at third base, starting at 22 years old, a C+ overall. He has sprinter and volatile, which that is kind of trying to replicate how he is in real life as a wide receiver. He has a lot of drops, but he makes a lot of big plays as well. He has 88 speed, pretty solid contact with 56, not much power, but pretty good defense overall. So he's going to be interesting to see develop. Behind him is Jaleel McLaughlin, C overall, 25 years old. More than anything, he's a solid defensive player. maybe sub him in at the end of the game if we need to. Now we have one of the best players in the entire game, Pat Surtain, shortstop, and he also has infield outfield versatility. 25 years old. He's making $18.1 million, and that, in my opinion, is totally justified. 68 power, 96 contact, 90 speed, 98 fielding, and 98 arm with bad ball hitter and dive wizard. PS2 is going to be a menace on this team. Jalen Waddle, our new recruit, left fielder, 27 years old, 93 speed with 71 contact, 65 fielding, and 72 arm. Only has 19 power, but that's like the one thing we're sacrificing for this man. He has tier 2 stealer. We have tier 2s all around in the chemistries, by the way, if you haven't looked. And we are going to try to do a ChemLock here. I just don't know if that'll be too bland because we have tier 2s all around, so we'll have to stay right in the middle with everything. We can't, min-max any sort of chemistry. So we'll see what happens. Behind Jalen Waddle, we have Marvin Mims, left fielder, 23 years old. Kind of similar to Troy Franklin, but he's playing left field. Stealer and clutch. He comes through when the team needs him most. 93 speed. Solid defense. 65 fielding, 63 arm. 49 contact. He's, it's a good base to start out with. He's only 23 years old. Talanoa Hufanga here at center field, 26 years old, B+ with Mind Gamer. Not the strongest hitting-wise, but he has 69 contact, 76 speed, and great defense. Behind him, we have the versatile Jade Barron, 24 years old with utility, so he can play any outfield position. Nothing about his stats really stand out, but nothing really looks like a weakness either. So he's pretty solid all around. And our starting right fielder is longtime Bronco, 30-year-old Cortland Sutton. B overall, contact versus righties. 70 power, 60 contact, plus if that trait triggers, he'll go up to 70 contact, 70, 68 speed, 67 fielding, and 56 arm. So his arm isn't that great, but he's a very solid player overall. Unfortunately, if we find ourselves out of playoff contention, he might be one of the first guys we look at as a cap casualty, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We got Bo Nix leading the starting rotation, 25 years old, B overall, 5-pitch mix. He is clutch and volatile. 63 velo, 53 junk, and 63 accuracy. He has 70 speed as well. Our conference, the ABC, we do not have the DH rule. The NBC does. So we will be seeing Bo step up to the plate to try to get some hits, just like the rest of these pitchers. We have Jaquan McMillan at B-, 25 years old, 4-pitch mix, 53 velo and 53 junk, 46 accuracy, consistent. He's just solid all around. He could easily get a random development arc and jump up in any of these traits and all of a sudden become a superstar in his own right. Third place here on the rotation, Evan Ingram, 31 years old with injury prone. Unfortunately, he might be one of the top pitchers we decide to get rid of if we need to. None of his stats look very good. He has 60 speed. His velo is okay. It's still below average, 45. there's not really much to talk about with him. Same thing with Stiddy. Jarrett Stidham, C minus at 29 years old. Only has 3 pitches and 63 velo, but besides that, nothing special. Zach Allen and Garrett Bowles are leading our bullpen here. That looks like a pretty good strength of ours. Zach Allen, 28 years old, B plus, stimulated, very good power, good contact. He's going to be nice when he has to step up to hit. 65 velo, 59 junk, and 65 accuracy with a 4-pitch mix. He's very solid. Very, very solid. B plus overall. $8.8 million. Garrett Bowles has 5 years on Zach Allen, and he's making $800,000 more. So we'll see what happens with the bullpen here. He has specialist as a right-handed thrower. 4 pitches, 69 velo, 60 junk, 64 accuracy. Very good. Unfortunately, his age 33, he will likely see regression pretty quickly. So we'll see what happens there. But starting out the year, the bullpen looks very good. J.K. Dobbins is the first regular relief pitcher. 27 years old, B overall, with 4 pitches. Pretty solid. Nothing really special. He has consistent with good contact and pretty good power for a pitcher. 62 velo. Riley Moss is behind him, C plus overall. He also has volatile, and of course that's because of the penalties that he accrues in real life, which, in my opinion, is partly, just the reputation that he had. But he has 4 pitches, 53, 45, 48 as far as velo, junk, and accuracy. 25 years old, he can still develop. He has plenty of room to grow. I'm not necessarily looking to move off of him. And finally, we have closing pitcher Will Lutz. He is 31 years old with clutch and consistent, and he has 4 pitches, 70 velo, 59 junk, 60 accuracy. He's going to be very solid if we need him to come in at the end of the game. So we have, like I said, we have tier 2 all around. We're going to try to do the ChemLock, which, if you don't know, ChemLock means whatever chemistry you start with your team, you have to maintain. So every single one of these traits on the right side of the screen, chemistries, the different colors, we have to have somebody, at least 3 people, between 3 to 6 players of each chemistry type at all times. So we can't drop into tier 1 for anybody, and we can't move into tier 3 for anybody. So we'll see how that goes. Free agency, we have real life players in the free agent pool. Not, like I said earlier, not everybody is completely accurate. Like, for example, I didn't add Kirk Cousins to the Raiders. I guess that doesn't really matter too much. Like Lloyd Cushenberry, he is on the Buffalo Bills, but the Bills don't have a spare roster spot, so unfortunately he's going to be a free agent. Same thing goes for Dameon Pierce. He is on the Eagles. Eagles, like I said, don't have an extra roster spot, so he's in free agency. We'll come back and look at free agency in the future. Maybe, like I said earlier, I'm not looking to make too many free agent moves right away. I'm going to sim ahead to our game. Eagles beat the Giants 7-0. And the Cardinals blow out the Lions 6-1. So our first game is at the Buccaneers. Let's look at player development. Not that we can buy anything, but Hufanga and Waddle. Yeah, these these are out of our price range. Looking at the economy here. Yeah, every game we're going to get $85,000. We are going to need the random arcs to hit pretty frequently. Looking at the schedule here. We have back-to-back against the Raiders in games 8 and 9. Yeah, with only 40 game seasons, our only back-to-back games will be against division rivals, which I like. But yeah, from here, I'm going to end this video. And in the very next video, we are going to jump into game 1. Like I said, every game that we go through, it's either going to be simmed or we're going to watch it. So we're gonna do that. If you are interested by this series, leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know how you think we're gonna do. Any players you think we should drop or anybody we should add. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the series, and I will see you next time.